welcome everyone for coming out this Friday night. I know you have many other choices of things to do tonight, so thank you for choosing the next hour with me. Tonight, I'm going to try to simplify 3 things that can help your business grow or eventually drive you out of business. Your digital footprint, what does that really mean? Reputation management, how well your business is represented online. And the importance of reviews. Do we really need them? So first, I thought I'd start with a little bit about myself. For those that don't know, I have 2 boys, Mike and Brett. Mike is 25, and he's a chef in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Brett's 21 and works with the Pella Corporation. Maybe someday I'll be able to get some free windows out of that. I'm a 3rd-degree knight with the Knights of Columbus. I help out at the church functions, the Christmas bars, cook breakfast twice a year, and everything needed for the church. All pre-COVID, of course, so hopefully that'll start up next year again. Coaching. When my boys were growing up, I was the head coach for Brett and the assistant coach for Mike in baseball for over 12 years. This included rec ball as well as the travel teams. And our travel tournaments took us out as far as Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which for us is about a 4-hour ride. Umpiring. Towards the end of coaching, I began to umpire for the rec league. I did the age group 7 to 13 years old, and I umpired for 6 years. Wish I'd done umpiring first, as it taught me a lot more about the game, and I probably could have been a much better coach. Retail. So I jumped into retail sales right after college. I worked for 4 different flooring stores over a 20-year span. In addition to selling, I began running the advertising department. And this was way before computers, but it still taught me a lot about tracking customers, comparing our business to other businesses in the area, as well as it taught me about how to get a return on your investments. Restaurants. After working retail for 20 years, I moved into the customer service industry. I worked as a server and a bartender at a local restaurant in Gettysburg for 2 years. After that, I went on to manage 2 restaurants in Gettysburg. Can't tell by my avatar, but I was in charge of about everything except for the food. And that brings me to the present. While working at the restaurants, my now business partner, who sounds like the gecko on the Geico commercials, called me one day. Now, keep in mind, he's from England. They tend to speak really fast. Well, I couldn't understand him, thought it was a prank call, so I hung up. Well, Sam didn't give up, and after a few more calls and a few more meetings, I moved into the internet marketing world, and 7 years later, here we are. So with that, let's dive right in. Let's get started and talk about the importance of reviews. Oops. So I want to focus on the emotional side of reviews with maybe a little bit of technical reasoning built in. I think we can break this down into about 6 easy questions: the who, what, where, when, why, and how. So who reads online reviews anyway? Have you ever heard a business owner say, "My business is mostly referrals"? Or, "I don't need reviews, I work from referrals"? How about "My industry's different"? It can be frustrating speaking with business owners that have a creditable business and they think that no one has ever looked for a review prior to making a purchase with them. Well, research shows that in today's world, 91% of people regularly or occasionally will read online reviews, and that 84% trust an online review as much as a personal recommendation. So you only work with referrals. Well, 8 out of 10 customers feel the online review is the same thing. So you may be missing out on some potential clients. As of December 2019, Bright Local says 52% of 18 to 54-year-olds saying they always read reviews. Statistics show that the majority of all online shoppers use reviews to determine what products to buy and which services to purchase. Merely informing customers of the availability of a product or service is no longer adequate. Customers are craving knowledge from firsthand experience. And as I showed you in the previous slide, more than 90% of customers are using online reviews as part of their research. And this is at both the local and the national level. So the easier question would be, who isn't reading them? So how about the what? What are businesses really asking for in a review? That's right, feedback. How did we do? Reviews not only have the power to influence consumer decisions, but they can strengthen a company's credibility. If you want to get a firm handle on the products and services you sell, then read what others have to say about your business. It's not rocket science. Positive online reviews and high ratings will make your business look more attractive, while on the other hand, the low ratings and negative comments can drive potential customers away. Be interactive and send a reply to all reviews. You never know who's looking and gathering information. Understand that 53% of the people who search reviews online for local businesses typically visit that business within 48 hours. The interaction you maintain with your reviews could just possibly lead to a new sale. My screen's not changing.
Correct.
Was my screen not changing?
Nope.
Lovely. Try again. Sorry. I'll leave you open this time. Can you see this one?
Yep.
So tell us what you think.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll move on from here. So that's going to take us up to, where can consumers leave reviews? There's hundreds of places online that allow for reviews. Many are web directories, which have been around a long time. They were recognized as an important channel for businesses. This was long before search engines like Google and Yahoo were ever created. These directories contain links to a wide variety of different websites and categorize them in a way that allowed visitors to quickly and effortlessly find information they needed. So today, we're much more familiar with the review platforms. Some have very good reputation, while others have been reported for potentially fake reviews. So I want to take a look at the top 10 review sites currently based on their activity and or the monies they've earned. Now, most of these should be very familiar to you. First, we have Google. Can you see that? Perfect. Coming in at number one with an average of 158 million US monthly visitors, and that's only about 20% of Google's total activity. But Google was an infant in 1995 and didn't become Google Inc. until 1998. Now more than 70% of worldwide search results are handled by Google. Amazon. Amazon started out in 1995 as a bookseller. In their first month, they had sold books to people in all 50 states and 45 different countries. In June of 2000, they created the curved arrow leading from the letter A to the letter Z in the word Amazon, which means they have every product from A to Z with a smile. They only handle about 85 million visitors a month. Facebook. On February 4th, 2004, Mark Zuckerberg launches the Facebook, a social media website he had built in order to connect students with one another. By the next day, over 1,000 people had registered, and that was only the beginning. Facebook is now a social networking platform where users can create profiles, upload photos and videos, send messages, and keep in touch with friends, family, and follow their favorite businesses and brands. Companies can create business profiles, and users can follow and also leave business reviews based on their experience with the company. Yelp. Yelp was founded in 2004 and became a public company in 2012. Their site has pages devoted to individual locations where Yelp users can submit a review to their products or services. Yelp has become a name synonymous with business reviews, as the site has over 102 million reviews on their site. TripAdvisor. TripAdvisor was founded in February of 2000 in a small office above a pizza shop. It wasn't always about reviews. The site was originally designed as a B2B tool, not a customer review site. But once the travel community started using it for that purpose, the site quickly evolved to meet this need. The Better Business Bureau. Well, the Better Business Bureau is one of our oldest businesses on our list, and it was founded in 1912. They are a private nonprofit organization whose self-described mission is to focus on advancing marketplace trust. They don't allow customers to review a business, but they have their own system. And up until 2008, the Better Business Bureau rated companies satisfactory or unsatisfactory. It wasn't until January of 2009 the Better Business Bureau moved to a new system based on a school-style grading of A+ to F rating. The Yellow Pages. The name and concept of Yellow Pages came about in 1883 when a printer producing the directory ran out of white paper and began using yellow instead. Their listings are organized by category rather than alphabetically by business name. Yellow Pages launched their first digital listing in 1996, and as of January 2019 is totally digital. Manta. Manta is one of the largest online resources for small businesses. They're an online small business service directory, search engine, and review site that provides small businesses with the information to network. Their directory gets millions of visitors each month, all searching for local services. Angie's List. Angie's List was founded in 1995. It is an online directory that allows users to read and publish reviews of local businesses and contractors. Prior to July of 2016, Angie's List was a subscription-only service, but it's now free to all homeowners. And in 2017, HomeAdvisor bought out Angie's List. Foursquare. Foursquare is a local search and discovery service mobile app. The app helps users discover new places and businesses through other Foursquare business reviews. They have more than 55 million monthly active users. I think, as you can see, there's many different platforms today for customers where they can leave their opinions. It's important that you keep track of them. Oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot an important review site. Yes, Rated Trades. We are a Google preferred third-party review site. Just a baby at only 7 years old, we currently generate between 3 and 5 reviews each day. Our platform offers a customized profile page made up of contact information, key phrases, logo, images, and videos, as well as meta keywords and title phrases. You can visit our site at booth 35 and click on the screens for some show specials. When do the reviews happen? Well, although many people need a nudge to write a review, there are lots of reasons why people write reviews of their own accord. According to a recent consumer report from Trustpilot, the top 3 reasons customers write reviews are to help others make a better buying decision, to share an experience, or reward the company for good performance. Reviews are kind of like an on-demand emotional type of thing. Consumers are more inclined to write reviews when the experience they've had strikes an emotional chord, whether positive or negative. If your customer has a very poor experience, they'll write a review in order to vent frustration and anger, especially if they feel personally mistreated or wronged. In the same manner, if your customer has an exceptionally good experience, they're likely to applaud the company with a good review to help the company succeed. This is more frequently the case when the business is small and locally run. Just always remember, ask for a review. Always ask. So, why should a business ask for reviews? With 60% of consumers looking at online reviews at least weekly, a recent survey by Podium suggests that 93% say online reviews do impact their purchasing decision. That means financially, according to RevLocal, customers are likely to spend 31% more on a business with excellent reviews, and a whopping 92% will use a local business if it has at least a 4-star rating. In addition to the financial why, there is the strengthening of the business. You can build confidence and trust between your company's brand and your customers. It highlights the product features and benefits you offer. Customers usually describe the features they like about your product and how it improves their life or solves their problems. And lastly, it adds unbiased third-party credibility. Consumers believe that those who leave product reviews are genuine and impartial. Now, I said before, ask for reviews, but how should you do this? Well, first, you want to add links to your website of maybe the 2 or 3 of the most popular places you currently are getting reviews. Make sure these links are easily found on your website. Then you want to incorporate a system for your team that asks customers for their comments, because 80% of reviews come shortly after the purchase. How about email? Well, send a follow-up after the job is completed. Create a hyperlink to review your site and send them to the review places that you like the most. You can use an iPad. You can use that. You hand it to the customer with the review site already programmed in and ready to fill out. Maybe you can put a link address on your receipts and your invoices, so when they take that receipt home, it's like a reminder to go back and do a review. And finally, you can send a thank you card. Everybody likes getting cards in the mail. It's a good business practice to send that thank you note and use this opportunity to ask for feedback. Now, let's examine a couple of review comparisons. Let me start by asking your question. I think this one's going to be pretty simple. Looking at these 2 dentists, where would you get a root canal? Well, I can tell you right now that 1-star guy is not touching my teeth. And it's probably no surprise that 87% of consumers won't consider a local business with low ratings. Okay, here's another one. This one's going to be a little more difficult. Who would you call to book an overnight stay? They both have the same rating. but different volume. One has a lot more reviews than the other. And 44% of the consumers pay attention to how many reviews a business has. Fewer reviews means less attention and fewer clicks. Okay, this next one's the hardest one. Where are you going to bring home pizza to the family? Both places have the same rating. Both have the same number of reviews. But one was reviewed last week and the other one 2 years ago. This matters also. 69% of consumers only find relevance in reviews that are less than 2 to 3 months old. So reviews and ratings matter, but just as important are quantity and recency. So to sum up reviews, they are the key to starring in a search. Customers are deciding every day where to select your business based on reviews. And now search engines are using reviews to return answers to customers' questions. So let's see if the reviews have anything to do with reputation management. Reputation management is defined as the effort to influence what and how people think of a brand or person when viewed online. Put another way, character is who you are. Online management consists of everything and everywhere your business can be found other than your own website. Places like social media sites, forums, networking group sites, press releases, blog postings, chamber sites, competitor sites, and yes, review sites. So how did my information get on all these different sites? Well, some of it's directly. Some sites allow or invite you to put your information on them. Most of the time, you are responsible for updating the information and any changes to your business. These consist of directories and social media sites, business sites, and group organization sites. But then there's indirectly. What does that really mean? Well, when you visit any website, it may store and/or retrieve information from your browser. This information might be about you, your preferences, or your device, and is mostly used to make the site work easier by showing you things that are relevant. So, what do they do? What information do they tend to collect? Well, they're going to collect your IP address and determine your location. What area, city are you searching from? And how you interact with various websites. For example, what you click on, how long you spend on that page also plays a role in gathering this information. If you're interested in something on a site, you tend to click more on pages and check out more things that they offer. They can also determine information about browsers and the device the user accessed the site with. Are you using a laptop, a desktop, an iPad, or a mobile device? And finally, they can track information insight about the individual user's interests, their shopping habits and buying habits. On social sites, they can then introduce you to new sites that are similar to the other sites that you may have visited. With all that said, just know every time you use the internet, traces of your activity is left behind. And similar to going to the grocery store each week and picking out various food selections, the internet calls all this activity cookies. So let's take a look at how directory listings impact a business's search. Standard directories allow users to search by specific areas, such as service location or various categories. So it's vital you provide accurate details and choose the appropriate categories so that you can connect your business to the people searching for it, even if they don't specifically search your business name. Maybe you know it's important for a business to submit their details, but you aren't sure what the big deal is. What if a business isn't listed on these directories? Well, earlier I mentioned many directories allow customer reviews. So that means one less place to get positive feedback. So let's dig a little deeper and find out what else a directory listing can offer. So where else can we put our business information? Well, that's a good question. There are many, many, many different platforms available for a business to have their information listed. We know about the directories, but what else is there? Well, there's the search engines like Google, Yahoo, and Bing. There's directional maps like Google, MapQuest, Apple Maps. Plenty of social sites like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Snapchat, TikTok. There's a lot of social sites, apps, plenty of apps out there, lots of apps. And up and coming are your voice command like your smart TV, your thermostat controls, Amazon Echo, and Siri. So let's look at the good and the bad reasons to have so many listings online. Well, why are they good? Getting listed in a range of high authority business platforms is important for two significant reasons. Number one, the increased visibility in search results. The more backlinks a website has, the better your rankings are going to be. Number two, it gives you greater credibility for the business among search engines and consumers. Having your business listed on relevant local platforms also allows search engines to learn more about the business and increase the odds of the business appearing in search results. The more specific the platform focus, the more it helps the business target the right audience for its products, services, and locations. So that's good. So why are they bad? Well, in many cases, it's up to the business owner to create an account and input most or all of the information themselves. And this takes a lot of time. Even worse, if a business has a few different platform listings, but they're incomplete or outdated, the more inconsistent mentions of a business online, the less likely Google is going to understand what you have to offer to your potential customers. By submitting these incomplete listings, the business is frustrating potential customers before they even consider visiting the website or a physical location. Put simply, limiting availability information is bad for business and can reduce visibility in search results. So to sum it up, the bad side of listings, listing a wrong or incomplete, outdated business address is much bigger than an innocent typo in the listings. For instance, did you know that 63% of customers lose trust in a business if they get lost on the way there? Inaccurate directory listings damages the business's credibility and reduce visibility. When search engines are uncertain about the business, they feel less confident showing it to potential customers in search results. The bottom line, online reputation management is critical for businesses to maintain a positive brand identity in the eyes of the consumers. As more digital marketers understand the value of ORM in growing their business, they choose to devote more time and energy toward monitoring their brand online. So, with all that said, what's the solution? A reputation management platform. We have the ability to get your business listed on up to 70 different platforms. All those search engines, directories, apps, maps, and voice command sites. We manage your business from one dashboard, keeping all of your information current and up to date. Changes like holiday hours, keywords, images, and new products provide the most accurate business listing data that is published across the entire web. If you're interested in learning more about this, please visit our expo booth, B35. Click on the square that has all these listings on it, and we can do a free health scan of your business. So it's totally free. So one final question to ask yourself regarding reputation management. Are you in control everywhere? So now we've discussed reviews. We've taken a look at your reputation. And that leads us to your digital footprint. Your digital footprint is your online identity and individuality, and it's what makes you unique. It's built from the online reputation or impressions, depending on the things you do online. Understanding your digital footprint helps you choose and control what you leave online for others to find. Things like images, including deleted ones. How about all those likes and loves we put on social media sites? Text messaging, including the deleted ones. Browsing history, even when you are incognito. Remember, those cookies, all your activities are left somewhere in your computer. So, is your digital footprint permanent? Well, yes, it is. Your digital footprint is permanent. Every time you do something online, it's stored forever. Even if you delete a post, what you typed has already been saved. The reason happens is because of how easy it is to store data rather than delete it. This probably sparks worry and negative thoughts in a lot of people. We've all made mistakes, but it can be positive as well. Think of all the amazing things you've done online. Furthermore, think of how you can continue to make positive contributions. The imprint it makes will last forever. So, how do you create a positive digital footprint? Well, the first step and most important thing you can do is determine what type of impression you're trying to put out there. Think of molding your persona with every new online post or communication. Once you've established an online presence, evaluate how your digital footprint would be seen by others. Adjust as necessary. You can always make adjustments. Continue to construct your digital footprint with confidence, precision, and professionalism. It is always there, and you can always be judged by it. Use that to your advantage. Getting positive organic listings will improve your footprint. The next 8 slides will show a variety of positive online exposure. So this is Doug Donaldson, a U.S. health agent. If you search his name and where he lives, Westminster, Maryland, on Google, he now has a gold star listing as the first thing people see. Now, this can be used as credibility when he's speaking with a client. In this search, we knew the business name, ICE Firearm and Defense Training. As you see at the top, that's what we typed in. His own website is listed first, while his star listings follow right behind in the second organic slot. This client has been with us for only 3 months. We can also help with key phrases. When you do not know the person or the business name you're trying to find, sometimes you're typing in a phrase. So the phrase we searched here is college planning Baltimore. Well, Spike Consulting is the first listing organically with the stars. Here's one for Daughter's Cafe in Hampstead, Maryland. Now, we're only showing 3 listings from the first page: TripAdvisor, MapQuest, and Rated Trades. They actually have 5 total organic listings on the first page with gold stars. This is due to them using the reputation management program. Talk about a footprint. Here's a search for Angels of Elder Care in Baltimore. I mentioned we're a Google third-party review platform. Google has added a link to their Rated Trades profile page on the customer's Google My Business page. You can see this in the bottom right-hand corner of the slide. This is due to high amounts of reviews. Angels has 77 reviews and ratings with Rated Trades. So if you have a Google My Business page, and you have our platform, which gets the stars, there's a possibility Google will put us on your Google My Business page. Now, this one you can't see the full results. However, there are 5 different florists that come up on the first page of Google when you search Wedding Flowers, Westminster, Maryland. Flowers by Wendy Carroll listing with us is the only listing with the stars. She averages 9 out of 10 click rate just because people want to see what the stars say. There's no other star listings on this page. I want to point out at the bottom, Yelp. I mentioned them earlier as one of the largest review sites. If you notice, their title says Best 10 Florists, meaning if you click on their link, you have to then do another search within Yelp. If you click on our star link, it will go directly to their profile page, which looks a little bit like this. So here we show her title phrase, her logo, her content write-up, contact information, her social media links. Not shown here, but still on the page are her Google Maps, her images, as well as her reviews. So this next slide, some of you may recognize. I'm gonna pause here. Yes, it's Tony, the COO of the Spark. Tony's been a client with us for 34 days now. When you have him listed on the first page, but something's missing on Tony's organic search. Can you see what's missing? Stars are not on Tony's listing. Tony does not have any reviews on our platform yet. So Google won't add the stars. Come on, Tony. You need to ask for reviews. So please stop by my booth. Please stop by my booth at the Spark Marketplace Expo B35. There's many screens to click on. There's show specials, the free health scan that I mentioned before, contact information, and just a lot more information coming out of my booth. I want to thank everybody for allowing me the opportunity. I hope I've been able to shed a little bit of light on the complexity of internet searching, the reviews, the reputation management. It can be quite confusing at times, but in a simple format, that's how we sum it all up. Let me get out of this. Drink this. Thank you. Now I can see you all. Thank you. Oh, wait. I can do this. Wait.
That was great.
Any questions?
No, that was wonderful.
That was very good.
That was very good.
Very informative.
Thank you.